As I briefly mentioned in the last episode, there is going to be 2 ways to get down to Fuchsia City. First of which I'm going to cover is going to be the shorter option, Cycling Road. Now, en route to Cycling Road, there's going to be a very short route to get there. That's going to be Route 16. There are 2 new Pokemon you can find on Route 16, first of which is going to be Doduo. This Pokemon has great physical attack and speed, and below par stats to round it off, but this is probably the superior option compared to the Pharaoh Evolution family. So, if you need a flying type Pokemon and don't know where to look, this is a very decent choice. Now, secondly and finally, there is going to be Raticate. Now, I don't know how I can say this nicely, so I'll just say it straight up, this Pokemon isn't great. Not recommended, there are much better options. If you really want a normal type Pokemon, maybe use a Meowth, or anything, just not this. Now, you're probably going to be able to tell that this route is packed full of trainers you can take on for brilliant experience. However, not too many of these, if any at all, are actually required. So, if you want a short way of getting down to Fuchsia City, you don't fancy taking the long route through Lavender Town, Route 12, all them, this is a fantastic way to get down there quickly and easily. But I'm just going to let you enjoy the music, enjoy the gameplay, blah blah blah. I will meet you down south at Route 17 in 2 seconds, so see you then. Now right here, you can be able to trade a Slowbro for a Lickitung. In my opinion, this is not a good trade at all. Slowbro is a good Pokemon, whilst Lickitung is not. Lickitung is somewhat bulky, but overall, it just isn't fantastic. So, sorry, Lickitung phases. And last off, all I have to say is that there is going to be a small patch of grass on Route 17. You can be able to find 1 new Pokemon on this little route, and that Pokemon's going to be Pharaoh. Now, you guys obviously know that I do like this Pokemon. Are there better flying type Pokemon? Yeah, sure, but I like it. It's not the best, but if you want to roll with it, I can't stop you. Now, that pretty much rounds off the easier, quicker, western way of getting down to Fuchsia City via the use of Cycling Road. Now we're going to cover the way of getting down through Lavender Town and over Vermilion City, Route 11, and the more long-winded way through Route 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way down to Fuchsia City. So let's go! Now once you obtain that Super Rod off that fishing guru, whatever you want to call him, there's going to be a few new Pokemon you can find on this route with the aid of the Super Rod, first of which is going to be Tentacool. As common as these are, once you obtain the move Surf, these do make for really good special Pokemon with great speed to help back it up. These are common, but I really recommend this. Second Pokemon you can find with the aid of the Super Rod is going to be Krabby. This does have absolutely bossly physical stats, but overall its stats do not help back it up at all. If you're wary of who you're against, go ahead and use it, but it's not the best Pokemon overall. And thirdly and finally, there's going to be Goldeen. This Pokemon isn't all too great in all honesty. It's painfully average with nothing really standing out. If you want a challenge, go ahead and use it, but for anything else, not really recommended. Now there are also 2 new Pokemon you can find in the grass of Route 12, first of which is going to be a Pokemon Red exclusive, Gloom. This does have very nice special stats with pretty nice all-round stats, but there definitely are better options. Is it bad? Hell no, but there are better Pokemon. Now in Pokemon Blue you're going to be able to find the counterpart to this, obviously Weepinbell. I use this evolution chain in hard gold, so obviously I do like it. It does make for a great mixed attacker with very nice special stats in this generation, and if you're willing to give it TMs, it can be great. Please note, as soon as you capture these 2, you'll be able to evolve them right out the gate by giving it a Leaf Stone, obtainable from Celadon City. Now the final new Pokemon I'm going to cover in this episode, obtainable on Route 13 and onwards, is going to be Ditto. And what can I say, this is just a novelty Pokemon. Heck, because you can't even breed Pokemon in this game, it's rendered useless, let's face it. Catch it for the lols, but don't use it on your team, obviously, unless you want to have fun. Now every single trainer on Route 13 is very easily avoidable, as being demonstrated on screen poorly by me right now. But yeah, just follow the path I take, just in a less terrible manner, and you'll be easily out that little maze right there. All the trainers on Route 14, and I believe Route 15, I think this is Route 15, are very easily avoidable as well. No one's required on this little route, but I went into this girl with a Clefairy because I'm such an idiot. Take it out right you, there we go. Very easy. That pretty much ends off the, I don't know, road to Fuchsia City. There is going to be one last thing in this building. This aid right here is going to give us the experience share if you've caught at least 50 kinds of Pokemon. I haven't, and I never will because I'm lazy. But yeah, that pretty much ends off the coverage of the road to Fuchsia City. So thank you all for watching. Next time on Pokemon Red, we are going to explore Fuchsia City, the Safari Zone, and we are also going to take on the gym leader of Fuchsia City. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.